Hello friends. Today I'll be discussing with you a topic which will be like overview of monetary and fiscal policy. So let's start with fiscal policy first. Now what is fiscal policy? Fiscal policy, it tells you about government's income and government's expenditure, and it is given by finance minister. We need to understand one thing, that fiscal policy, it deals only and only with government's income and expenditure. It doesn't deal with you, it doesn't deal with my expenditure, my income, no, nothing like that. Only government will be in the picture. It is given by the finance minister. And how does it implement the fiscal policy? Fiscal policy is implemented with the help of annual budget. Now fiscal policy is of two types: expansionary fiscal policy and contractionary fiscal policy. In expansionary fiscal policy, it leads to increase in liquidity. Expansionary fiscal policy is followed to bring growth. So when government gives fiscal stimulus package, it is said that it is following expansionary fiscal policy. So what happens in expansionary fiscal policy? In expansionary fiscal policy, government will be increasing its expenditure and reducing taxes. It may also resort to giving subsidies. If I talk about contractionary fiscal policy, it deals with reducing liquidity. Contractionary fiscal policy is used to control inflation. And what happens in contractionary fiscal policy is government will be increasing the taxes and reducing its expenditure. I told you that contractionary fiscal policy is used to control inflation, but contractionary fiscal policy is hardly used. Because if any government resorts to increasing taxes, that government will become unpopular with the people. Hence, government outsources the work of controlling inflation to the RBI. And RBI uses interest rates to control inflation. So these are two types of this fiscal policy: contractionary fiscal policy and expansionary fiscal policy. You need to understand one thing. Now, fiscal policy is implemented with the help of annual budget. Now, what is a budget? Budget is just an annual financial statement of the government telling about its income and expenditure. Now, as you guys must be having a bank account, and from that bank account you get a mini statement. That mini statement tells you that on this particular date this much amount was credited into your account, on this particular date this much amount was debited from your account. Similarly, if I have a detailed statement that will be from 1st of April of 2019 to 31st of March 2020, it will be giving me a detailed statement which will be telling me about all income and expenditure into my account, all receipts and expenditure from my account. So if the similar type of statement is withdrawn from the government's account, it will be telling where was the money spent, how much was the money spent, from where did the government earn money, and how much money did it earn. That's called budget. Now budget, it's different from BOP. BOP stands for balance of payment. Balance of payment is also a record of all financial transactions made between residents of a country and non-residents. So all financial transactions which are happening across Indian boundary, they will be into balance of payment. So if Tom Cruise is sending me money, it will be part of BOP. If TCS is borrowing from a bank outside India, it will be part of BOP. If Indian government is borrowing from US government, or Indian government is suppose borrowing from World Bank, even this transaction will be part of BOP. But these transactions, so my transaction with Tom Cruise or TCS transaction, they won't be part of India's budget. If government borrows from outside India, that will be part of India's budget, as well as India's BOP. I hope you have understood what's the difference between BOP and budget. Next is monetary policy. So what is monetary policy? It is the use of interest rates and other instruments by RBI to increase or decrease liquidity and thereby bring growth or control inflation. But there are 2-3 very important points in this. First is interest rates, second is liquidity, and third is growth or inflation. Need to understand it very clearly. that if liquidity is increased in the economy, liquidity means money in circulation. If liquidity is increased in the economy, it will lead to growth, and it will also lead to inflation. If liquidity is reduced from the economy, it will reduce the growth and also help in controlling inflation. Another thing which you should remember is interest rates. If we need to bring growth, then interest rates need to be reduced, whatever interest rates they are. Whether it is repo rate, reverse repo rate, SLR, CRR, they are not interest rates as such, they are ratios. Still, SLR, CRR, MSF, BPLR, MCLR, deposit rate, lending rate, whatever rate it is, if we need growth, we will be reducing them. And to control inflation, we will be increasing the rates. Just remember this. If we reduce the rates, it will lead to increase in liquidity, which will lead to growth, which will lead to inflation. If we increase the rates, it will lead to decrease in liquidity, decrease in growth, decrease in inflation. Bottom line, this is the bottom line, okay? Now, similar to fiscal policy, monetary policy is also of two types. First is again expansionary monetary policy. Expansionary monetary policy, just like expansionary fiscal policy, leads to increase in liquidity. In expansionary monetary policy, RBI will be reducing the interest rates. Expansionary monetary policy is used to bring growth. Contractionary monetary policy, RBI will be increasing the interest rates. It will be reducing the liquidity. Expansionary monetary policy increases the liquidity. Contractionary monetary policy is used to control inflation. I just missed one point. If I talk about expansionary fiscal policy, the impact of expansionary fiscal policy will be that it will lead to increase in government's fiscal deficit. Right? So now let's compare expansionary fiscal policy and expansionary monetary policy. Whether it is expansionary fiscal policy or expansionary monetary policy, both will lead to growth. Both will lead to increase in liquidity. Expansionary fiscal policy, reduction in tax rates, increase expenditure. Expansionary monetary policy, reduction in interest rates. Contractionary fiscal policy, increase in taxes. Contractionary monetary policy, increase in interest rates. I hope you have understood what is the difference between fiscal policy, monetary policy, expansionary and contractionary fiscal and monetary policy. What are the impacts of this and how do they all take place? Keep learning. If you have any doubt, do contact me on my Telegram channel, Indian Economy by Aman Soni. Bye. Take care.